Please put your hands together, everyone, and give our boys a round of applause for a job well done.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. Venezuela have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. He's not got that quite right. Camavinga. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Van Dijk. Pacho. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Camavinga. And it's Van Dijk.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Now Van Dijk. Gavi. Marcelo. Camavinga. Gavi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That is very well defended. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. Hakimi. And it's Van Dijk. Pacho. And it's Vitinha. Here's Vitinha. This is a promising build-up. Well, the fans don't seem too happy about that, and you can understand why. They had lots of the ball, but they were going nowhere with it. Hakimi. Mbappe. And no, that was never going to make it. Van Dijk. Pacho. Van Dijk. That could spell trouble. Modric. Merino. Olise. Not the most accurate pass. Van Dijk. Aramburu. Olise. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pacho. And it's Van Dijk. Camavinga. He won't be happy with that one. Modric. And it's Merino. Now that's well seen too. Yamal. Looking for a runner. Hakimi. A goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Oh no, he misses from the spot.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Aramburu. Olise. And it's Merino. Olise has it out wide and in space. Olise proves just a little bit too strong. And that has not gone well. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. And reclaimed it in a trice. Mbappe is onto this. Threads one in. Mbappe! It's there! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Tottenham up by one goal at the halfway point.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Tottenham have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Cambio en Venezuela. Número 19.
The second period is on the way.
Número 11.
Tottenham can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
He is through here. João Pedro. Look at the real chance. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Tottenham do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Mbappe, he's got away. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And it's Caicedo. Now it's Pedro. Oh, now he's having a pop! I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Dembele, and he's managed to... It's Dembele! And there's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Tottenham are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Vitinha. He's a sharp little ball here. Tottenham still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, he's bustling through here. Big chance! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking to play him in. Barcola. Vitinha. And it's Camavinga. And that has left him in a heap. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Camavinga. And Hakimi. And it's Van Dijk. Pacho. Camavinga. And it's Neymar. Neymar is fouled. Camavinga. Good ball, good take. Tries to pass it through.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Caicedo. Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Dijk. Into the last quarter of an hour. Tottenham couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Vitinha. Tries to play it through. Barcola.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? And he's certainly onside here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Now it's Pedro, and he's being shifted off it. Camavinga. Here's Vitinha. Stood up well to him there. Neymar, who does have an assist to his name. Vitinha. Vitinha running with intent. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. 1 minute to add, according to the board. So that's it. It is all over. Tottenham looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Mbappe! No, he's not getting past him there. Tries a shot! Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes...
He'll try from distance! He has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Pacho. Looking for the run. Yamal! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Camavinga. Hakimi clears it away. Tottenham have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Olise. And it's Gavi. Nicked it back promptly. That'll be a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's found a way through. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Engages and forces him off the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Van Dijk. Gavi. For Olise. Now it's Yamal. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Hakimi. And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Molina. Yamal. Van Dijk. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Kane. Now, can they get him away? Foot in. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Olise.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's quick to return. Chance! And that is wildly off target.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Can he get on the end of this? Nicely weighted ball. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Oh, that's fabulous. Molina is in a really good position out wide. He's rising! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Gavi. Olise. Vitinha. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Please make sure to
Well, we reached the halfway point.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he has been fouled there, quickly taken. Olise, he's beat, and a shot! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Well, that looks a decent ball. Raya gets it away. Gavi. Now it's Kane. Olise. Marcelo. He has found a way through. Picks out, shapes to shoot! And that's a tiny finish. The first significant strike. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
The first breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Hakimi.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
That's been cut out, well played. And the keeper's given it away. Molina. Looking for options for movement. And that's gone loose. What a throw in. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Camavinga. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. He's got away. Molina can get it clear. And it's Camavinga. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, they can break here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Messi has it out wide and in space. And he's cut it out.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Tottenham have it back and can go again. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up.
It's Kane! It's a loose ball. Now it's Mbappe. Showing good feet. Mbappe. Great ball and he's in. There's the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Tottenham can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 22, Jamal. Coming on the field, number 18.
Mbappe
Neymar.
is firing after that one.
13, Dembele.
Now that's well seen too. Now it's Mbappe. Just the keeper in his way. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? So a big chance now from 12 yards. Raya clearly engaging in mind games here. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Tottenham are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Tottenham have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. And it's been played through. It's a goal kick. Hakimi. Gavi. That's a good ball out wide. And there's green grass ahead of him. Gavi! Oh, it's hit the post! And he couldn't finish.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
And here's Mbappe. And it's Lopez. Camavinga.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Real chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Offside again. That is ended up in no man's land.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's in on goal. And Messi! It's in! Deep into injury time! Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Camavinga. Not. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Tottenham pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Tottenham certainly produced a lovely...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Pacho. Tottenham are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. And it's Van Dijk. Camavinga. Van Dijk.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And back to the keeper. Now Van Dijk. Oh, they could be caught out here. Gavi. Hakimi. Van Dijk. He's shifting through the gears here. Gavi. Yamal. Spread to the right. Space for him to turn and look. Hakimi. Ah, he's given it away. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Mbappe having a look. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Vitinha! And it's a goal! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
After 27 minutes is number 17, Vitinha!
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Camavinga. Tottenham very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Oh, he's been caught napping. He is through here. Van Dijk is there and he can get that clear. And here's Neymar. And it's Subimendi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, it's come loose. Tries to pass it through. Pings it across. That's going to go a long way. Out for a throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Camavinga. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And he's there to make the challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Pacho. Tottenham looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And it's Camavinga. Opts for safety. And Hakimi. And it's Gavi. Camavinga. Vitinha given the lift of his goal. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Vitinha. That's good play. Camavinga. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Neymar.
There will be 1 minute
Great vision.
time.
And smartly reclaimed. It's a pretty loose pass. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Tottenham leading by 1 at the break.
And a quick reminder today,
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Tottenham with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running. Tottenham leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Camavinga. Gavi. Knocks it into space. That's a good foray he's making. Olise. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Neymar. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. He has found a way through. Neymar. And this is Neymar. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Camavinga. Shifted it to the flank. Vinicius Junior has it in a wide position. Mbappe. Vitinha. Now it's Yamal. And that's really well manoeuvred. Yamal finding himself in space. Now can he find a finish? Can he finish? And it's in! Barcelona are back in business. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Number 19, Yamal.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Zubimendi proves too strong. Pass somewhat off target. Olise. Barcelona can't breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Pacho. Searching pass he's played there. Back and they'll have another go. Camavinga. And it's Vitinha. Gavi. Olise unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's found, tries a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Marcelo. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe is onto this. Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vinicius Junior. And he was quick to react. And that has left him in a heap. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Brilliant interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Tottenham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Could be danger here. He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and
he's gone for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Fernando Torres really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Oh, some tackle that. Tottenham now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Yamal. Rafinha. Driving forward. That is ended up in no man's land. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Vinicius Junior.
Such good technique.
There's no getting past him. It's really well defended.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Good ball, good take.
There will be
And the finish!
time.
It's hit the upright, and he's stuck it away. They have stolen level at the last. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And blows his whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Vitinha picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Everybody to make
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
No way through. Van Dijk. Tottenham controlling the possession in this early phase. And it's Camavinga. Olise. And he was quick to react. And it's Hakimi. That's a risky ball, you've got to... Oh, what a mistake! First quarter of an hour gone. Can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Olise. That's a nicely weighted puck. There's the header! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Now it's Neymar. And he's intervened well there. Oh, terrible mistake. Look at the space here. Hakimi. Now it's Mbappe. Picked out brilliantly. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Gavi does well to get it back. Gavi. Good ball, good take. Shot could be on. Cleared away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Nicely shaped ball. Neymar finds himself offside. There could be trouble here. He's got himself an absolute peach. And we have liftoff. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Yamal. And here's Neymar. It's Camavinga.
Tottenham truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And here's Yamal. Gavi. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Vitinha. Marcelo has it out wide and in space. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Gavi. He has a look up. Hakimi. He is just caressing the ball. On Tolise. Dry chance for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Tottenham restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Tottenham really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Yeah, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And we're already back up and running after.
Relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Shevchenko.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hakimi. He won't be happy with that one. Drogba. Now it's Yamal. Camavinga. Gavi. Hakimi. Zielinski does really well to win the ball there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And it's Alexander-Arnold. He's having a hit! Camavinga. And it's Vitinha. Elise has found the net here, of course. Yamal. Foot in. Tottenham needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Drogba. Big chance! 1-on-1! And he's got away from it. Hakimi. Marcelo. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Drogba. And he's managed to... It's Drogba! Goal! Brazil! And they get themselves in front! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Brazil have their lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And the pass is intercepted. Olise gets a foot in here.
Tottenham really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Olise. Pinches it off him. Olise. Yamal. Shevchenko. Yamal. Threads one in. Now, can he finish? Oh, it's a stunning goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Tottenham dragged themselves back again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And it's Vitinha.
Tottenham really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Yamal. He has found the way through. Marcelo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Vitinha. And he's had it nicked away. Gavi. And it's Gavi. Yamal. He's found a way through. Yamal!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Nicked it back promptly. And this is Shevchenko. Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Promptly taken. Now it's Yamal. Alexander-Arnold. He's picked his way through. They'll have to settle for that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough.